Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to film my, not trying, I'm going to film my paycheck by paycheck budget. This is the third time I'm trying to film this. For whatever reason, I just could not get my numbers together. I've already went to the ATM and took out the money that I'm going to use for my cash envelopes. And the rest that is in my account is going to go towards bills, and anything remaining after that will be for, I am incredibly ashy, will be for more savings. So let's get started. So here is our setup for March. I'm filming with a natural light today, so if the light keeps going in and out, that's what it is. It's not all that bright outside, but it's not that dark either. It's just a gloomy day altogether. It's Indiana. One day it's shining, next day it's snowing. Literally. So, originally I was going to use this check as my first March paycheck. Even though technically today's the 27th and that's when I got paid, so technically that's February. But we're going to roll with it. We got 2 past due bills that I didn't account for, and which is why I was out of whack with my money. But we have 2 past due bills we have to pay, plus the bills that are actually due within this pay period until the next payday. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. And I'm going to grab my scratch sheet of paper. And I'm going to just write February 28th paycheck. My income after taxes and health insurance and all of that other jish was $14.23 and 34 cents. And right off the top, we took the savings, and that was $110. And then let's go to our bills. And we have rent, phone, Geico, GLS, and Xfinity. I'm going to put our budgeted, which is our actuals. And this is in no way pretty. Like I said, this is the third time I've done this, so usually we budget $350 for rent. Phone is $100, Geico $157, GLS, the past due amount is roughly $200, and the Xfinity past due is roughly $140. So I have pulled everything out that I can pull, that I can pay today. The GLS and the Geico are on a scheduled payment that'll come out tomorrow. So the rent was actually, because I went and grabbed the money order when I went and got my cash, came out to, including the cost of the money order, and it was $344. Phone was $100. I went ahead and paid that already. Geico actually is going to come out to $156.14, and GLS is going to come out to $198.28, and Xfinity, Lord jeez, I can't talk. Xfinity was $136.08. Next month that is going down. Praise you, Jesus. So our totals for all of that, let me grab my phone because I forgot to grab my calculator. It's $350. Uh-oh. And that's $947. And then for my actuals, that's $344 plus 100 plus 156.14 plus 198.28. And that comes out to $934.50. So now we have, now this is where it's different than what I would usually do or what you may usually see done with the paycheck to paycheck budget. What I did, after calculating some things, there were some bank fees that the bank took out of my account due to some previous situations. So altogether, for my cash envelopes, wow, I can't talk and I can't write today. 306. That's my cash envelopes budget. Now, I was doing my budget for March and I wasn't taking into account the 2 past due bills that I have when I was doing my budget. And so that kind of threw my budget off. But prior to that, I made this little half sheet that I'm going to eventually laminate. And I have my main focus for my cash envelopes for March all the way till May, because like I said, our lease is up the end of April. We're going to be moving. So I wanted to make sure I put focus on what was happening within the next couple months on my cash envelopes. And then slowly but surely start integrating the other cash envelopes that I have that I do need to make sure they're a part of my budget for the long term. But we're starting off small, starting off with what we need to be super focused on. The big 4 are groceries, gas, laundry, and toiletries. Those I can tweak a little bit, but you need them. I don't know no way to go around it. Next to my 4 walls and my car notes, these are the most important things that I need to have. And then I have the cash envelopes that I'm super focused on, which is car maintenance, the moving budget, date night, pocket money, travel, and YouTube. So I wanted to put a little bit in each one of these, with the main focus being the car maintenance and decor and moving, groceries, gas, laundry, and toiletries. My grocery budget is $250 for the month. I'm only going to give myself $100 this pay period because I'm trying to reduce this as much as I can. Plus, I'm trying to eat up as much food as we have in the freezer instead of wasting. And I plan on cleaning out my freezer this week to know what exactly we have in there and what meals I can make out of it. So, given that mumbo jumbo, I'm going to go ahead and write down my cash envelopes, and then I'm going to write down how I plan on funding them all with $306. Okay, so I wrote them all out, and I have $306. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that $100 off for groceries. Or do I want to do 75? We'll do 100. Gas, I can get away with $60 for the next 2 weeks. I still have some quarters left over from when we went washing. So I can get away with $20 for laundry. Toiletries, I'm gonna go ahead and put $10 just in case we need anything. Now, this is where it's gonna get sticky. I'm not gonna give myself any pocket money because I did leave a buffer in my account. So if I need something right then and there, then I'll just take it out of my pocket money. But out of everything that's going on, I really don't need any pocket money, and I'm trying to be on a no spend anyway, so that should help. YouTube, I'm just gonna put $5. In travel, I'm gonna put another $5. Date night, I'll put $20 there. And then this $86, I'm gonna split between the car maintenance fund and the moving fund, because other than the big four, those are the main two that I want to focus on for sure. So I'm gonna just divide that by 2. And that's $43. I'm gonna do 45 and 41. And the reason for that is because, y'all, when I say it's been a struggle today, so I went to the ATM. We'll have a little story time. So I went to the ATM, and the ATM was out of 20s, so all my cash envelopes, I went to an ATM that you can pick how you want the money to come out. Do you want 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, 1s? Well, it was out of everything except for 10s, and that's it, that's all. So it literally gave me all of my cash in $10 bills. So it's splendid, isn't it? So, and that takes us down to our $306 budget for cash envelopes. If we do our total expenses, that I have spelled wrong yet again. $947. Oh, wait a second. 934.50 plus 306 plus 110 takes us to 1350 minus that from 1423. And so basically that's what I had to pay roughly in fees and other bull crap because I wasn't paying attention to my account. Total is 1350.50. So that's our total this week. Like I said, I'm not too mad at myself because this was definitely a learning experience. It's different when you write down your money. When you write down your money, that forces you to pay attention to where your money is or isn't going. So let me grab my cash envelopes, toiletries, gas, groceries, car, travel, and then so let me be honest and explain some things. I have my cash envelopes that came with my budget companion pack. And then I have some cash envelopes from last year when I tried to do this, and it was a total fail that I bought from Mama's Got a Budget off of Etsy. I will try to remember to link her shop below. But then I have these envelopes, and these envelopes I said I were going to use for the things that I don't want to carry around. For sure. And then these are ones that I can pop in and out of my wallet as need be. So let me get some more Post-it notes because I need to label my planner cash envelopes. But I'm going to just get some Post-it notes for now and label them that way. I'll be right back. So, let's start with groceries. Groceries is going to get $100. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Put this in here and pop this over to the side. And then gas is going to get 60. That's 1, 2, 30, 40, 50, and 60. And this should last me for 2 weeks. Especially because I still have a half a tank right now, so that should be fine. Toiletries, we're just going to put $10 in here. And that's just in case we need anything. Car maintenance is going to get 45. 3, 4, and 5. That looks like it's had better days. And I need to get a new cat, so that's what we're trying to save up for. The sooner the better, but we working with what we got. So I need travel. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Okay. Travel and YouTube, I'm gonna have to go somewhere and break this 10 down. So I'm gonna put it in this travel envelope for now. And I'm gonna put a Post-it. $5 to the YouTube envelope. Okay. So the YouTube, we'll set that underneath those. And we have moving, which is going to get 41. And 1. I thought these were so cute. This was the main reason I got. Well, not the main reason, but it was one of the major reasons as to why I got the cash envelopes for the planner, because I wanted to use them. Thought they'd be great. Date night is going to get 20. And then, last but not least, is laundry. And that is going to get 20 as well. And here are our cash envelopes. We're all stuffed. I am happy. This is the first time in almost a year, because I messed up on my budget. I stopped following Dave Ramsey's method at the end of last April when I lost my job. Yeah, so it's almost been a year. I've never felt so good about putting money in an envelope. So we got our cash envelope set. I'm going to put everything back. So my wallet is a Filofax. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was like 30 bucks, $35. So which one? I'm going to put toiletries, gas, and groceries in here. These two I'll end up putting back in, you can't see that, the car maintenance and the travel I'll end up putting back in the safe. So that way I'm not dabbing in them. And even though these envelopes are in my wallet, I usually don't take my wallet to work with me. Because that's usually when I spend money that I'm not supposed to. So I usually will just take what my grandma in her generation called a coin purse. I usually will just take that with my ID, and if I need to do something that day, I'll grab my debit card. And as far as my budget cash envelopes, I keep them in here. This is just a half sheet notebook where I turn the cover inside out. And this is a folder that I'm using for nothing but receipts once I empty my wallet once a week. And I still have one envelope in here, and that's for planner / DIY items. And I didn't put anything in there because we didn't have enough in the budget. Oh, sitting. See, this is what I get for trying to put all of them in here at once. Pop these in there. In no particular order. And this I keep in my backpack purse, which I rarely carry, to be honest. Once these start getting a little bit more full, I may be putting these in the safe as well, just in case. So that's all the cash envelopes. Now what I do want to do, one last thing, I want to go ahead and go to this week, and this is where, let me zoom out a little bit, see if you guys can see that. Okay. Trying to brighten this down a little bit. So this is where I have my weekly expenses for the 28th through the 12th. And anytime I spend any money, I'm going to mainly make sure I get a receipt. Because usually I'm like, oh, don't worry about the receipt because I'm usually swiping my card. No, we need receipts. And I made a little color key using my mild liners and some that I borrowed from a girlfriend. And just on the different cash envelopes that I had originally, that I'll probably have to redo this and change this, white out some things. But this is the key that I'm going to use to highlight at the end of the week, end of the pay period, I should say, to highlight my expenses and put all them here. And then what I do with this sheet is I pop it in right here. And the next time I get paid, I'll flip it over. I'll use this sheet to do my weekly expenses, and then I'll put my next paycheck in, and I'll use this sheet. I only have 3 paychecks this month, so I'm gonna take this extra page out. So paycheck here, this, and then I'll have my paycheck sheet here. This is where I just jot down any notes, anything that I want to remember for the next month. So that's how I do my paycheck budget. Thank you all for watching and seeing me struggle through my first true paycheck and cash envelope stuffing, following the Dave Ramsey method, or should I say inspired by the Dave Ramsey method. I know it was a mess. Work with me. This is the first one. We're going to get better as we improve. But this is raw. This is what happens when you haven't budgeted properly your adult life, you've also been robbing Peter to pay Paul. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any tips on how to save money in any of anywhere in my budget, please let me know. Besides the phone, I am working on something with this phone situation to get this down significantly. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.